Oh, I've got a wobbly camera. Hey, Sonia here, Sonia Cordes, your emotional wellbeing specialist. Quick video today. I always say that. Okay, what I wanted to talk about today, 2019, I know so many of you have started with a great high and everything's, this is going to be the year that things are going to change. But I bet that for many of you, you're getting back into your old ways of saying and doing and thinking, which is trying to figure it out on your own. Now, one of the things I hear the most when I talk to people about, you should go and see this person, or you should seek help through this, or someone recommends that someone comes and works with me, is this mentality. No, I don't want to burden people. I want to figure it out on my own. It's okay, I'll sort it. Now, depending on your age, 20s, 30s, 40s, if you're in your 40s and you haven't sought help, have you figured out your issues for the best part yet? Have you? I mean, the core deep-seated issues. Because here's what I see people do over and over again. They think that by seeking help, they are becoming helpless. And yet here's what I know for a fact as a practitioner who works with people's emotional and mental well-being. You become more helpless when you don't seek help. Because here's what you're trying to do. Have you ever had your car break down? Have you ever needed a plumber when you're not a plumber? Have you ever needed a builder when you're not a builder? Have you ever needed, let's say, a physical therapist, such as a physio or a massage therapist, when you're not a physical or massage therapist? Right. Why do you do that? Why do you seek the help of other people when you have issues that need resolving, or you need repairs done on your house, or you need plumbing work that's fixing? You do that because you seek the person who specializes in that field. You go and seek that profession, that service, because you know you're not capable of doing that yourself. Because the reality is you're not trained in those fields. You're not trained in those services. So you know you can't do it all. And yet, when it comes to our mental and emotional well-being, we are totally different. We think we're the experts in our own mental well-being. And yet here's the thing, the most complex, hard to understand thing in this world, I truly believe, other than computers, is the mind. Is the mind, the emotions, and the interaction between the mind and the body. So unless you're trained in that field, unless you are trained to understand why you get stressed, why you're feeling depressed, why you're feeling anxious, you cannot solve that problem for yourself. You are not the expert in that field. Does that make sense? To me, it's so obvious, but we have this stigma and we have this limited belief and we have this shame and guilt around seeking help for one of the most important and yet the most complex things in our lives, and that is our mindset, our thoughts, and our emotional and physical well-being. And I actually think that that is really, really sad. And one of my biggest passions and drivers and pushes is this year is self-love. But self-love comes from the knowing and belief that you are worth seeking help from an expert who knows how to help you get better mentally and emotionally. You are not that person. And this to me ties in with why suicide is so prevalent in men. Because one, they've got the stigma around seeking help. Two, they think they know everything, or they think they can figure it out themselves. And three, they are in their heads so much trying to rationalize and solve the problems that they're coming in with the same level of thinking that created the problem in the first place. I always think of it like this. When you don't seek help for your levels of stress, emotional well-being, or past trauma, or anxiety, or depression, or anything you're going through, when you don't seek help and you think you can figure it out on your own because you suddenly decide that you're the expert, it's like trying to renovate a house using just a can of paint. It's like trying to do an entire house renovation, kitchens, bathrooms, flooring, with a can of paint. Because that is how much most of you know about mental and emotional well-being. You just don't know enough to solve the issues, solve the problems, come in with a different level of thinking, come in with a different perspective. And you, unless you've trained in it, you don't have the tools to fix the problem, because you're not a specialist in mental health. And so it's about this year breaking down the stigma of, by me seeking help or you seeking help, you are helpless. I'm a trained professional in this field. I've been doing this I studied psychology at university initially, and then I've trained the last 8-9 years in, all the different tools I use. And yet I still, every, if not weekly, monthly, see another trained professional in the field of emotional or physical well-being. I seek professional help myself because I want to feel the most happiest, joyful, excited about life. I don't know it all. I can't solve it all on my own. And that's the offer. I want to offer that up to you as a suggestion. It is not about thinking that there's something wrong with you or that you cannot be helped, because everyone can be helped if you work with the right practitioner and they do what is needed for you. Sometimes it's trial and error. Sometimes you might want to go with a traditional therapist or counsellor for a little bit. Most of my clients have been down that path, and then they want to go into the deeper healing work, so they come and work with me for a while, and then I send them off to other practitioners who work more in the deeper energy healing field. But whatever the case, there is someone out there to help you. Please, please, please do not think you need to figure this out on your own. And anyone who's standing there commenting or offering a limited perspective to someone who decides to seek help, I would implore you to just please step back and honour that person's journey and decision to seek help. Because what it means is they want to get better, they want to have a better life, and they are sick of being sick. And it's not up for us to judge and decide who they decide to work with. So that's my little insight for the week, for the day. Just to recap, you're not helpless by seeking help. In fact, to not seek help will render you feeling helpless. You do not know how to fix or heal or overcome your physical and mental issues unless you're a trained professional. But even if you are, you still need your own help. And most of the people I know who are trained in energy therapies or some sort of healing modality, they work with other practitioners. And I find that really interesting that those of us who are already on a healing journey continue to go on a healing journey. So just remember that you're not helpless, and please seek help. I'm here. If you ever want to chat about that, it's a non-judgmental space. There's no wrong or right. Anything you do is perfect for you. So on that note, I would just like to thank you very much for tuning into this video. If you want to find me, you can do so on my business pages. Message me, inbox me, all well and good. 2019 is going to be epic. We're already almost a month through, so all those New Year's resolutions are starting to fall at the wayside. Don't let them. Seek the help. Resolve the problems. Mwah. Love and light to everyone. Looking forward to doing more with you over the next year. See you soon. Bye.